nothing more frustrating to me when I'm coaching somebody, kids, for instance, in sports. I have one kid Saturday, Billy, great kid. He's built like a brick house. You ever seen these kids in 7th grade? He ain't gonna grow anymore. He ain't gonna get any bigger. He just blossomed in 7th grade. He's almost 7th grade, high school, graduation, same everything for the kid. So he's like a walking cigarette machine. He's huge. Head goes straight out, straight down. All the boys like, I'm gonna go see some girls. He's like, okay. I mean, it's just out of control, right? Crazy. Billy has everything he needs physically to dominate. I mean, dominate. He scares the kids. He scares the hell out of kids just walk on the field. He stands up. He's eye to eye with the ref. Now, Billy's got a problem. Billy likes to play the game and watch it at the same time. You know what I mean, don't you? There's Billy. There goes his guy. Catches the ball, makes a move, shoots and scores. Billy goes, "That was pretty impressive." No shit. Move! Right? You want to run out in the field. Are you playing or are you watching? How many of you are on a sales call and your head is going a mile a minute and you're actually watching the game but you're not playing it? It's crazy. So one of the things we have to do to change our scripts is motivation. We look at motivations, 3 areas: desire and needs, expectations and beliefs, to accomplishments. We want to change. Now, I'm not talking about when it comes to attitude, when it comes to desire, motivation. I'm not talking about fear-based motivation or incentive-based motivation. That's all short-lived good stuff. I am talking about attitudinal motivation. Here, in your belly button, that drives you immensely. And many of us, when we first started our business, we may have had it, and maybe we lost it. Maybe some of us are trying to find it. But desire and needs is the first part. So let me give you a couple things you should write down, your desire and needs. I have found that many of my clients didn't have the connection. They had business plans. Here's my 10 cents on business plans. Unless you have a personal connection to the results of the business plan, you will not fulfill it with 100% conviction. So the first thing we have to figure out is, quite honestly, what do you want your retirement to look like? Desire and needs. How many of you have actually done a true financial plan of your life? How many of you say, listen, I'm 44 years old. I'm going to retire at this age. We've all done it in timelines. We do goal setting. The time that you are now to the time that you were born, this is nothing more experience. When do you want to stop working or choose to stop working? That's how much time you have to make money. Then you got all this time to live. So if you don't know what this looks like, where's your passion here to make it? So when we talk about attitudinal motivation in your notes, there's a couple of bullets you may want to write down. When do you want to retire? What is your life going to look like when you retire? Where do you want to live when you retire? How many homes do you want when you retire? Are you going to pay for kids' college education? Are you going to pay for weddings? What does it look like? And for you to have that, how much money do you need to earn? So here's a crazy thing. We must connect our business goals to our personal motivation. That's where the ball falls down for a lot of people. Hell, I can't even tell you how many business plans I get, and the only thing that changed was the dates. I'm like, son of a... Stu, what? You forgot to change page 3. It still says 2011. Unbelievable. Right? What do you want to do? 2013. Well, I say, same as we did in 2012, just a little better. Excellent plan. Right? So if we don't know what drives our belly button, we have to figure that out. We must, I think, answer the question of why. Why are you working? You're working, hopefully, for satisfaction internally, but to make money. But to make the money for what? How much do you need? See, here's the crazy thing. Desire and needs, that is absolutely a core fundamental motivation. You gotta know what the hell you're fighting for. And it has to be internal. Once you know, once you know what you're fighting for, it gets crazy. You start to say to yourself, okay, I want to live here, this is what it looks like. And all of a sudden, you see it. And that's important in your notes. You see your desires. You see what you want. Once you can see it, you actually get to the next phase. You start to expect to have it. I want this. Before it was, man, that would be kind of nice living there. Bull. You want to live there, put a plan together, and bust your butt to get it. If you don't, stop bitching about it. If you want the plan, once you start figuring out what you need to do on a personal level, how much business you need to bring in to get there, and what do you have to do in your business to transform it, to generate that kind of revenue, to make that much income, to get what you want. Now, when you have that and you can see it, man, it's incredibly cool. Your body doesn't know the difference between what it can and can't do. That's your psyche. Well, all of a sudden, when you say, man, that's what it is, I can see it, that changes your belief systems. Now we expect to get it. Your belief systems start to change. Now you're sitting over here saying, man, I want that. I am willing to do this to get there. I'm not so concerned about all the crap I got to do between there and then. If we don't have passion on the end result, what happens is the activities we have to do to get to the goal become the objective. It is nothing more than hysterical activity on the way to getting to the goals. That's it. We get caught up in the wrong stuff because we don't know what we're fighting for. And once you can see it and once you believe in it, action happens. And once we have action, that creates accomplishments.